Hi and welcome again. In this video, we are going to talk about getting professional help. And now, in the last two classes, we talked about the basics of content writing. Then we talked about the basic requirements for starting your writing, and then in the very last video, we talked about how to find writing jobs. And in this, we are going to talk about getting professional help. And what does it mean? First of all, you have everything set up. You have the tools to start, but there are some things that you need help with because probably you need to be compliant with the local laws, local labor laws, and whatever the laws and regulations that are in your place. Okay, and here there are some countries, there are some places that you cannot work alone, and if you work as a freelancer or a content writer, you need to be registered. And this is where professional help comes in. First of all, you need to get a lawyer, a labor lawyer or a legal lawyer or whatever lawyer. Even any lawyer will, the first interaction, he or she is going to point you in the right direction. And you also need an accountant. For the legal matters, this is when you are starting to take off. That is, once you have the right skills, you need to have the registrations. For example, here in Kenya, you need to you can do you need to register your business under Kenya Business Registration Service, that is Business Registration Service, which is BRS. Yes, and you can either register as a partnership or a sole proprietorship. So for the sole proprietorship, you just need to register the business. It is around 1,050 shillings. Yes, 50 Kenya shillings, and through that you can be able to run your business as a sole proprietor. And at the end of the year, you're supposed to file your income tax returns, which is currently, if I'm not wrong, it is at 5%. Yes, because you're going to fall under the category of content creators. Yes, in the digital space. And so I don't know what is going to happen in other states, but as a Kenyan, that is what you are going to do, because with the registration certificate, you can be able to go to any bank and register a biashara account, a business account that you are going to use to get your payments from the clients. And by so doing, you'll be able to appear professional, first of all. Second, the client will not see you as a conman or a scammer. It depends on the culture, but as a person who has worked with Kenyan clients, and you're posing as a as a company or somebody who is providing professional services, they are going to ask a lot of questions, and some of the questions include which company are you working for, do you have any certifications to back up your claim, and if you do, how much. And these are the kind of things that you are going to have to prevent if you are going to have the proper documentations. And when I say documentations, I am talking about practicing licenses. So if you are a content writer, for example, for me, I work in the human resource and finance, and so you need to have a CPA or a practicing license for HR, human resource. And these are the two certifications that you need to get for any business or for any practicing person, and you get them after you have completed after you have completed your undergraduate or business administration masters or something, if you did not do business related courses. Okay, and they allow you up to 1 year after graduating. So from then on, you need to have those certifications before you can provide services, and it is against the law. And if you're caught not having the certificate, or you are going to be fined 200,000 Kenya shillings and or jail term of up to 2 years, if I'm not wrong. But those are the legal the legal what yes, the legal leave it. Now that is the registration and the legal and the legal compliance. Okay, and the CPA, that is certified public accountant, is going to help you in registering your business and also setting some things up. And the lawyer is also going to help you in apart from registration and advising you the way forward. He is also going to help you in drafting the first few documents for your company. So for the company route, you need articles of association. For the articles of association, that is when you want to incorporate, and so this it is like the policies for your company. And some of us were not versed in the legal matters, and so a lawyer will come in handy for this task. And they are not going to charge you much. It depends with the lawyer. And apart from the articles of association, you also need the employment contract, and you also need to be versed with other costs and other compliances, like if you're going to be employing people, you need the employee indemnity. Those are policies. You're also going to be taught, not to be taught, to be made aware of the various legal compliance and alignment, because when the government is going to come after you, they are going to look at your history. Yes, they are going to look after you and how you have been running your business since the day of registration. And if you have set up your business on the wrong foot, it is going to cost you much. So it is better to start on the right foot, do the right thing at the right time, and through that, your business is going to be okay. You are going to future-proof your business from now and also in future. So that is getting the legal expertise, that is in the setting up and the registration of your business, and also in the hiring, the initial hiring. That is why we are talking about the employee contract. So for the employee contract, I would suggest you, when you are starting up, you don't go ahead and start employing people on permanent basis. In fact, you pay them the minimum, the minimum payment threshold as per their job description and the qualifications, but concentrate on employing people on project-based terms. And what this means is that you are going to be paid for the amount they worked for you and for the company, and that way, when they are not working, they're not going to be paid. And so in one way, they gives them motivation to work for you, and also have that loyalty to your company when you're starting out. And because of course they're not going to remain with the performance-based remuneration method. They are also, you will, as the company grows and the agency grows, you're also going to be incorporating other incentives, other allowances, and these are part of the employee motivation and so forth. And they are very important, by the way, and so you should look into that. And this is specifically because when you are starting out, first of all, you are going to be working alone. And when I say you are going to work alone, first of all, as a founder, I myself am a founder. So I know from working with other businesses as a consultant, there's some things that I found very interesting. And this is when a founder employs too early. And for example, if you are in the consulting space, you'll see that some people, they don't know how good looks. And if you are the founder, you need to know, if it is a proposal, what does good mean to you? If another person writes it because they have to, because the business to remain operational and profitable, there must be new clients day in, day out. And so, how do they conduct market research? How do they do their outreach? And also how do they go about doing the proposal? And if as a founder, if you don't know how to do these things, you don't know how good your sales pitch is, and therefore if you don't know what works and what doesn't work, then you will employ too early, and these things, they are going to be a wastage of your time and resources. And as a matter of fact, the chances of failing, they are very high. And if you want to prevent this, you need to take on all the responsibility during the initial stages of your company or your agency. And you are going, if your company has 2 to 8 stages, but mostly there are 5. That is market outreach, onboarding, and then there is initial contact, then there is pitching, and then there is fulfillment, and then follow-up. So those are like 5 major processes. And I need you to, before starting to scale up and employing too early, make sure that you know what is done in each stage. Do it yourself for a very long time, and then not for a long time, for as much time as possible before scaling up. And even after scaling up and employing people, make sure that these things, they do not reach the customer without your approval. And if you don't know how good is or what good looks like, now this is going to cost you. And that's why I was telling you, first of all, make sure that before you employ other freelancers or other professionals who are going to handle the client work, not your internal processes as a company, but your work, but the client's work, make sure that they are at par and you know what good means, and you have done most of the things in that company, because they are going to be following. They will follow your culture. They are the one to set the momentum. And if you are not in the know of how to do these things, then your clients, or no, your employees, your freelancers, those who are going to give you professional help, they are not going to be of any help to you. They're not going to be productive. And by so doing, you will be more productive if you are present as the business itself. And therefore, this will be good for your mental health. You also need to balance your work and also train your people. Train your people to be who you want them to be. And the last thing that I want you to get very close attention to is the professional bodies. So these professional bodies, they are responsible for anything that you do within your space. For example, in Kenya, there are HR bodies. There is the HR body, which is responsible for all people who are working in the human resource. And then there are CPA. These are the credentials. So they give you certifications and also practicing licenses. If you are in the veterinary service, they are KVB. that is Kenya Veterinary Boards. They are all these professional bodies that are protecting you as a professional, and also they are responsible for ensuring that your services are at par and they are in the compliant with the standard practice. Okay, and so apart from being a content writer, the goal here is to set something that is going to serve you for life. That is set up a company that is going to serve you for the rest of your life, that is going to give you the lifestyle that you need. The goal is not to make you glued to your computer or laptop for the rest of your life. No, you need, as we say in business, you have to move away from your spreadsheet. You need to move away from your Word document and live a life. That is the goal. The goal is not to be working day in, day out. The goal is to make money to help you make your living. Okay? And with that, I think this lesson is done. And make sure that you follow all those things. That is when you want to get professional help and getting these things done well, you need to follow those things. These are the things that I have, as I have said, these are the things that I have seen, I have worked with, and I know these are the way things are supposed to be done. I know the system that I'm talking about is it is specific to Kenya, but I am sure that these things are transferable to any country because these regulations are almost the same everywhere. And with the client that I have worked with here in Kenya and also in the United Kingdom and the United States and some other places globally, because in the 5 years that I have worked as a content writer, I have worked with several companies, several businesses all over the world. Yes, and I can tell you the operations are almost the same. The regulations, they are similar. You only need to tweak some few things here and there, but it is going to be all right. So make sure that you do that. Thank you.